Aquazar was being annoying as I stood over the enchanting table.
You're wasting your time. We need books to amplify the magic.
I was still longing for a magical iron axe, but I was without lapis lazuli. As much as I wanted to build for the villages in the area, I didn't fancy spending many more tiresome days on the plains chopping with just stone tools. Instead, I set out on an adventure. I was coaxed into the earth by one of the many alluring openings that were easy to find in the area around Welcome Peak. There, just within the opening of the cave, was a dungeon filled with summoned spiders. After making myself comfortable, and after pinching the loot, I realised the remainder of the cave was tiny, so I left Spider Grotto to traverse the land once more. As day turned to night, I sought shelter in a much larger cave. Aside from the underground ravine, there were many passages that wound into the earth. My torch placing rules helped me not to get lost. In passages, place torches on the left, torches on the floor for junctions. Generally. When my pickaxe broke, I headed back to base in the opening of the cave with my spoils, just like I'd done in Copperwater Cave all those days ago. Each time I set out again, there were so many passages to choose, I just followed my nose. When I went out to get some wood, I couldn't help but follow my magical map to the unexplored. The constant danger in the savannah had hardened my resolve, so when I noticed the nearby river was full of squid, I saw black ink to dye a wall. I should denote the caves on my map in a different colour. My complacent exploring got me stuck in a rainstorm. Where was the entrance to the cave? It was massive. After a cursory look around, I instead noticed a distant glow of torches and retreated to the Grumpy Village, much closer than I'd thought. Fergus is on a jaunt to Lushville to answer Bob's plea to buy weaponry. That's what Clara told me after I popped up a banner to mark the town on my map. The forge I'd made for them was fueled with the remains of the fallen golems, but I spotted that Borg was still wandering around. Before leaving, I put up an armour stand to display the hero's armour from the Battle of Steam. Luckily, the new cave was easily accessible when approaching from the Grumpy Village. I still hadn't even thought about venturing directly down into the deep ravine from the cave's entrance, instead opting to skulk through the narrow twists and turns. One passageway in the cave led down to an underwater ravine, where I struck gold, literally. Then I decided to go back to Fool's Landing to pick up some equipment and drop off a handful of what I'd gathered. Sensing the new cave had more than a few undiscovered secrets, I also brought along Talus and Dizzy, the llama now sporting new garms and a pack. After I'd snuck around the mountain atop Talus, to avoid being spotted by anyone from the grumpy village, I expanded the modest outpost in the cave's entrance, so it could now house my travelling companions. The branching network of caves was beginning to play tricks on me, so I left a few signposts down. As I cleared the paths behind, new ones opened up, some even to the surface. But one path delved deeper into the ground, where I stumbled upon a vast cavern. The dripping of water echoed in the gloom, where towering columns of rock refuged the squeaking bats. I finally updated Fool's World to the current version of Minecraft. I was just waiting for some mods to update first. Also, you might get a few sounds in this sign-off recording because we've moved around the tables in our room, and my wife is sitting next to me playing League of Legends, and well, I'm including that now as well. The one take wonders only. Anyway, well, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.